actually, but, well, we got to get there to get past it to our prediction. Barbara's and mine in the breakfast show this morning, 18 degrees. We think it's going to be a blinder, and it's going to be a great weekend as well. Friday, May 29th, I've got to thank everybody that's joining us this morning live on Facebook, and again, we're joined this time coming out of Rosewood Studios, formerly, of course, Yellow House Studios. Chilliwack is our good friend. Of course, nice to have you back, Sonny Rosa.
Hey guys, how's it going?
It is an absolute pleasure to have you back again, my friend. I'm sorry about the little fuzzy bit and stuff like that. Literally, we're still waiting for a new cable to come which will clear that up. Unfortunately, we've got a bum cable right now. And hopefully, they're going to get back to work anytime soon to be able to post us that, and we can get this done and dusted. Now, we're introducing today Naxx. Now, Naxx is off the album Artists in Isolation. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful album. It really is. Every artist a winner. But particularly, our audience seems to be gravitating to Naxx's music, and we want to know more. So, good morning, good afternoon, Michael.
Hello, how are you doing?
Absolutely elated to meet you. We really, really are. Just been told I'm putting you a little bit over the top. Now, you come from the Republic of Czechoslovakia, don't you?
Czech Republic, yes, I do.
Now,
we moved in 2012, yeah.
What made you go to, Chilliwack?
Well, one was being legally bound to my parents when I was 15, so I kind of had to move anyways. But another thing would be we just wanted a life with mountains around us, ocean, we'll drive away, and a place where we can maybe learn a little different language and have a go at the music. Because we grew up in a country where you can try to make it in music, but usually you'll have to sing in your native language, and it's quite difficult to get past the border of where you grow up. So it's nice to be nice being in Canada, where the options are open for everyone.
Now, I got to ask you, Michael, was the culture vastly different, and getting used to a new culture?
Sorry, say it again, one more time.
Was it hard to get used to the Canadian way of life?
It wasn't honestly that difficult. I'd say I was expecting it to be very, very hard, so I think that made it a little bit easier. I had lower expectations of me being able to handle it, so that made it very easy. I think the biggest barrier was just getting to know the slang, getting to understand the basic things that people are talking about in their community, and just become a little bit more fluent at speaking the language and thinking in it. But once I got past that point, it went pretty well. I love the Canadian life. Everyone's really open to doing whatever. Everyone's really supportive. So honestly, it's not that hard getting used to.
The first time I did an interview, and I can remember this distinctly, with Canadian, I thought he continued to talk about his shoes a lot. What's with your shoes? And then I realised it was a belt he was saying, not a boot.
Yeah. Luckily, I'm a little bit more to the side where that's not exactly the case fully, but I'm sure more I go over towards Ontario, it's progressively starting to get a little harder to understand what people are saying, for sure.
and exactly, believe me, I speak to a number, and we try to count the A's.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm bad for that. Same here. Definitely.
Believe me, our staff, we have a little competition when we know we're talking to Canadians. We're all out there with our little pads. We're waiting for an A so we can scribe it off. At the end of the week, we chime up all the money that we put together and go up to the pub and have a beer at least on it. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit of flavor.
It just goes off the tongue so well. I don't know. It's so fun to say. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, we Kiwis, we think our bacon is better. We do. We think our bacon is much better in New Zealand than over there. But can't hold a candle to the maple juice. You know what I mean? We can't do the syrups and stuff like that. So, let's get into it, my friend. Now, how long have you been an artist? How long have you been singing?
So I think I started singing when I came to Canada, about 2012. I used to always be very much against it. Everyone in my family was saying that, I should be the singer of the family band. And I would just close myself in a room and say no. But over time, I just kind of found liking to it. I always was the kid who was the youngest of the family, so I wanted a little bit more attention. So I figured I kind of found that being up front on the stage, singing, I guess kind of satisfied that in me, in a way. But also was the scariest part of it, too. Because as much as I wanted attention in the family, I didn't exactly want attention with people. So it's kind of it's a double-edged sword where on one side, I absolutely love it, and on another, it terrifies the heck out of me. So that's kind of, I think, the reason why I took it up.
I love that. I really, really do. And I'm in favour of anything that scares the hell out of you on a daily basis. We love that idea. It means you're alive. You know what I mean? If you get the old ticker going.
Exactly.
And I love that idea. I really, really do. Now, at the same time, I love the lyrics, of course, of Baby I Love You. I really, really do. So tell me about that. How did you come to the lyrics?
So the lyrics were interesting. I used to work at this restaurant called Track Degrees Cafe, a very wonderful music venue in Chilliwack, very unique. It's off this road that you drive on for a good 10 minutes and nothing's there. Last thing you expect would be like a coyote or a bear attacking you in the middle of the road. And there you go. You have a music venue that's packed to the bone, and there are the most amazing acts playing in there. And one night when I was working, with a girl I really liked, and I'm still with Ali Slack. She's my girlfriend, and we lived together. At the time, we were still not necessarily dating, but we were working together. And Brandon Isaac was playing, wonderful blues roots artist out of Langley, hilarious guy, and even better performer. And he was playing this improvisation of a tune from his older friend that has passed away. And the lyrics for the chorus went, "Ooh, baby, I love you." And I just remember when he was doing that, the power went out, and we had to light up candles all around the place. We couldn't serve any food. It was just a mess. And before we shut down, Brandon finished the song, singing "Baby, I Love You." Everyone got to sing with him. It was completely quiet. He did it acoustically, and I recorded a little video on my phone, and that's all I had. A few months later, I was trying to find the song, and I couldn't find it anywhere. So I got so impatient that I kind of started jamming in my guitar, did a little different version of it, and I wrote the verse based on what happened that night, and just kind of the feelings that I was feeling, and then I played it to Brandon, and I was like, "Hey Brandon, I really love this song, and I was wondering if you maybe wanna play it together. I would love to give you credit on the chorus." And he's like, "Michael, I didn't even write that song. That was just a song that I was, playing off of something that a friend has played, but he has passed away and he's never released the song. So if you want, you made it your own, write it, record it, release it, and just make it another song, So to this day, I still want to perform with Brandon one day. I still am planning to eventually do a version with him on there, as I would love to collaborate with that dude, but I know he's very busy. But yeah, that's kind of where it came about.
Well, I got to tell you, 2,110 requests since we've started playing it.
What?
Sonny, it is an absolute genius.
That's awesome.
It's a piece of art. It really, really is.
How many?
2,110.
No way.
2,110 requests since we've been playing it and introducing, of course, Bandcamp and Artists in Isolation, all of that sort of stuff. Through the breakfast show, we predominantly play you a number of shows that we have here at Galaxy as well. And believe me, you are starting to cause a sensation right here. Now, Sonny, how did you meet Naxx?
You know what? We actually still haven't met in person formally yet, which is hilarious. I've seen Michael play a few open mics around town, and your brother Jacob, I believe he worked at Tractor Grease too.
Yeah, he still does. He's
he still does,
he's
yeah.
co-acting manager there right now.
There you go. Yeah. So I believe it was through Nelly P who had told me about you guys. You got to check out. I think it was Butterflies was the song.
Yes.
That's when I first heard of you guys, and I was like, damn, like these guys are like, wow, and they're for being so young, they're good songwriters. I mean, like catchy hooks and lyrics and vocal melodies. Everything about it is just, it's crazy. Like this area is absolutely bananas when it comes to songwriters, and Naxx, Michael is a great example of that.
I do gotta give credit to my brother Jacob too, by the way, as you mentioned, and he actually is the brother that has gone with me here, and we grew up together, and he plays drums for this project. He was the one that recorded drums on Baby I Love You, so just a big credit to him.
Great drummer, great percussionist. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So officially we haven't met in person just yet, but
looking forward to it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Well, I tell you what, when you finally do get together, have a beer on me, won't you? Believe me, I think it's damn good work between both of you. Sonny, you're a consummate artist in your own right. Being an engineer myself, I know what you've gone through to put this whole deal together, and I respect you to the end of the world. I really do. Michael, I think you're a very talented man, and I think you've got a very talented career ahead of you, and we would love to be able to follow you as you go through life in the music industry. And of course, we're inviting you to come onto Galaxy Artists, put up posts, everything what you're doing, basically if you're doing shows, stuff like that, use it. It's all about promoting you and your music and your style. So
thank you, sir. Thank you.
We would love to be able to do that, and we will talk later maybe about doing competitions, stuff like that, the next time we meet up. Apparently we're doing a full-length interview with you, and I'm looking forward to that. And including, believe me, people do look when we're doing interviews. I've got to be honest with you, they go and find out who, what, when and where, and before you know it, you've got another $5,000 Twitter accounts just hounding you. You're going to be there all day just pressing buttons on your phone. So, I reckon right now, without further delay, we should get this underway. So, let's do this.
Galaxy.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, joined live, of course, coming out of Chilliwack by the man himself, Sonny Rosa, and we're introducing to the world Naxx. Here it is, Baby I Love You, off the album Artists in Isolation. How you feeling there, Mike?
All right.
Nice.
Hi, Jay.
Cool.
Hi, Mike.
Doing
Bill.
good so far?
By the
Love
way,
you guys.
Sonny, I can't
Hi,
wait to
Piggy,
come over there and
sweetheart.
just be let loose with your toys.
Springy, hi.
Every time I
It's
see
crazy
that
you
place,
guys all the way in New Zealand.
yeah, believe me, every
Really?
time I see that room, I just want to come over there and play.
Oh yeah, you play as well, right? I still have to look into your past.
Oh, don't
I
do
heard
that.
that you've been also doing a bunch of recording, artistry, producing.
I used to,
In your lifetime?
Yes, I have. I've spent about 40 years doing what Mike does, but I also used to be a front of house engineer as well and travelled around the world with a number of bands. I'll tell you about it off here. I don't want to boast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure.
Because, believe me, there's been some illustrious bands that I've worked with over the years, and I've been very, very
Nice.
privileged. The long hair era was a big thing. You know what I mean? We had a lot of long hair artists once upon a time.
That's wicked.
Yeah. There was some occasions, let's put it that way. There has been.
Oh, there's the selfie stick.
Yeah. Mike, you got to be careful around here. You remember Darth Vader?
Yes, of
Yeah,
course.
remember-
I've been on a spree of watching Star Wars lately.
Okay, well, you know that lightsaber he's got?
Yeah.
Well, that's like Barbara with this wandy thing.
Oh, okay.
You got to move quickly or get hurt. It's a hard hat area, it really is. And who's joining us?
You guys should have live selfie stick battles. I
Yeah.
think that would go over pretty well.
We've got Jay and Alex, which is Jamie, of course. Hi, Jamie.
Okay, nice
And
to
we've
have you along,
got
Jamie.
Mike Gill.
Mike,
Yeah.
very, very cool. Welcome back, Mike. It's
and
been a while.
Peggy Nora. We need your
Peggy,
song still,
Peggy,
darling.
please send me your song, please, sweetheart. Production are chomping at the bit to get a copy of it.
Yeah,
they
then
know
we can
of
get
it.
her online.
You just didn't
and
send
hi,
it.
Springy East.
Springy East?
Yeah.
Interesting name.
Yeah.
Never had that one before.
No.
Welcome along.
You can meet these people up here.
Yes.
Two,
Let's go back to the desk.
two Canadians. Naxx, who's playing now? Hi, Tommy.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. It's weird kind of making funny faces at a piece of plastic. It really, really is. But it's always fun to do at the same time. Now, I got to warn you, Michael, you'll get a copy of everything we do today, literally. And we'll send the Facebook filming that we're doing right now. We'll convert it over to YouTube, send you a copy of that. Photos, backstage photos, all that sort of stuff. We'll give it to you so that, you know, the photos you can put on your phones, you can show your friends, say, hey, it's Kiwis, not healthy. Don't do it. Yeah, if they ask you for an interview, don't do it. It's really, yeah, it's one level down from COVID virus. But we'll give you all of that. Of course, Sonny's going to get a copy of everything, as he does, which I feel, you know, you must be sadistic as well, coming back so many times now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One for punishment.
Now, Sonny, at the same time, I'm not only looking forward to going through one by one all of these artists, because each and every one on their merits is an absolute out-of-the-park hit. It really is. You've done bloody well. Now I'm thinking CD2, you know what I mean? What are you going to come up with next? And believe me, I can't wait to find some of this out.
I think you're going to be very, very happy with what we have. So far, I think we're at 7 bands, and we're going towards more of a rock and roll theme, whereas this Volume 1 was a little bit more of a, I would say, like on the chill out side. It was more acoustic. We were feeling out the process of remote recording. People like Michael, I don't know if you know it or not, but he recorded everything himself. He mixed it. People like Brad Fry, Kyler Pierce, obviously. Pretty much everybody recorded themselves and sent it to me. I mixed it, mastered it, and there were the few exceptions like Michael, Kyler, and Brad who mixed themselves. And they did a fantastic job, you know what I mean? So this second record coming up, it's gonna be a little bit more rock oriented, and I couldn't be happier. I mean, for me, this one is really scratching the itches that I have, where I just wanted something that's gonna kick my face and just knock me down and be like, this is it. This is the one that I'm really, really happy for. And I'm just gonna let you know, the third one that we're planning is going to be an all-female artist in isolation. So we're currently looking for female artists. So this is going to be a Canada-wide one. I want to go all the way across, all the way east to west, west to east, and highlight everybody I can.
Sonny, Barbara's sitting there going, I've got 1,000 names for you right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
she is absolutely chomping at the bit to be able to give you maybe a little insight into what we have on store, and believe me, I'm sure we can come to something where we can put some of these artists with previously unreleased songs, previously unworked, stuff like that we can get them on this album, because believe me, there's some absolutely stunning talent. People like One Ugly Cowboy, for instance, and you will love Hurricane Jane. You really, really will.
I think I've heard it. The first one you said, what was the first one you said?
One Ugly Cowboy.
One Ugly Cowboy, yeah, I think I've heard that.
Hurricane Jane is the singer.
Oh, okay, no, I'm thinking of someone different then, no.
Yeah, no, believe me, Hurricane Jane, she is absolutely the epitome of Canadian music, if you know what I mean. She gets out there, she really, really can sing. She really can. And, oops, hello, we've lost Michael. Maybe he got bored. That was a quick trip to the bar.
No. I have really bad seasonal allergies right now, so I'm just saving you of the view of me splattering all over the screen. So you're good.
That's disappointing, don't you think, Sonny? We could have done with it. Yeah.
We could have screenshotted that, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You know, don't be so coy, Mike. Believe me, they can't see you unless it's Barbara that's recording. If you're on radio, well, look, I've got the perfect place for radio. So if you want to sneeze, you go right ahead. We'll make fun of it any time.
All right, cool.
Nice.
Sneeze friendly. I'll mark that down.
Absolutely brilliant. And, well, you know, from this point of view, I'm not scared of COVID-19. So if you've got some of that, spread it around the room as much as you like. I assure you, I won't catch a thing.
There you go.
Yeah. And I've been saying that to people, if you got COVID virus, don't worry about it. Come on and have an interview anyway, because believe me, I'll make fun of it. I really will.
And I'll laugh. I'll laugh with them.
It's got to that stage now. It's gone past the serious stage. It's gone past this and that. It's time, literally, to have a bit of fun with this now, don't you think?
Yeah, I do. I really do, yeah.
So, Sonny, I'm going to do something too. I'm going to share something that was shared to me this morning that came out of America. One of the candidates over there, well, one of the elected officials, and he's having a rant, literally, about what's happening in the Senate House right now. You know what I mean? And believe me, very, very interesting. I'm not going to share it to the world, I really aren't, because it was shared to me in confidence, because believe me, I think within minutes of it going up on Facebook, it was taken down. But this guy tells it how he sees it, and my God, there's a few F words in there, I got to be honest with you don't expect it, but it's very enlightening, my friend, on how the Americans are really politically handling this behind closed doors.
Wow.
So I'll make sure that you get a copy of this. I really, really will, because it's, well, educational. It really is. You start listening to this guy, you go, holy hell. So I'll share that with you. But I've been told I've got to move on. So 21 away from 11 o'clock is 14 degrees, heading for a high of 15. Only a degree off it now. Weatherman scarily looking correct. Friday, May 29th. And Michael, a.k.a. Naxx, it is an absolute pleasure to meet you, my friend. And we're going to ask you, when you come up with brand spanking new music, stuff like that, how about getting in touch with Barbara? Let's do a full interview. Let's promote you as Naxx. What do you reckon?
Sure, I'll be absolutely down. Thank you so much.
Awesome. And next time we meet, well, as I said, it's going to be a full interview. Be prepared. Like Sonny is, make sure you got a stiff drink. It is a laugh. It is a bit of fun.
Okay.
I expect you to get cheeky with me. I'm a big boy. I can take it. And I will give it back. I really, really will. But I've got to say right now, Michael, welcome to the Galaxy family.
Thank you. Feels good to see a solar system
And
up close.
don't go anywhere just yet, because after this we'll have a little chat offline, take a couple of photos, stuff like that. As you know, Sonny, we do these things. But Sonny, always a pleasure. Please come back again, won't you?
Yes, thank you for having me. Thank you, Galaxy. Thank you, DJ Grant and Barbara. Thank you, the Galaxy artists, Chillwax Records, and Rosewood Studio. Again, we can all go to Bandcamp, search artists in isolation, pick up the album, buy a favorite single, donate more if you want. Everything goes back to the artists, and we need to keep these guys going. So please, let's get it going for them.
Absolutely. And Sonny, nice to have Rosewood on board now, and loving the icon that you're setting up, and including your trademark, everything like that. I wish you full success. I know you're going to get it. I really do. But I wish you full success. And if there's anything we can do to help, please don't hesitate to ask. We would love to be behind Rosewood as much as possible.
I appreciate that. I definitely will reach out to you guys for sure.
Excellent.
Again, thank you very much for your time, guys. Thank you, Galaxy, and thank you for everyone that's listening. We really appreciate your service here. What you're doing for everybody.
Well, believe me, without talented people like Michael here from Naxx, from artists like yourself that just do what is good to a good song and make it better, believe me, without people like you, I wouldn't have a job. I really wouldn't. And my humbleness is sent right on back to you. Believe me, we love you guys. We really do. We love your work, Sonny. Keep on making good music, Mike. Believe me, you've got a career in music. You really do. And we'd love to be able to follow you further down the track.
Absolutely. Thank you to all the listeners, and Sonny also for just putting this whole thing together. It's just awesome to see this thing become alive in a matter of 2 weeks. All it took was one Facebook invitation, and there was a whole group of people just ready to get this thing done and get out what they've been working on while the world's shut down. And it's just awesome to see it all come together like this, and thank you guys for getting this interview together, for playing it over and over again, and you're just being such a great support to this whole project. It's people like you that also make us have a job too. So absolutely, yeah.
Well, I tell you now, 2136, the requests are going up. They really are. And I see it going through the roof in no time, my friends, so keep it up. But in the meantime, don't go anywhere just yet. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Here's Carrie Underwood.